So, what we're going to do now is go through 4 mobility movements, 2 for your shoulders and 2 to target the hips and the glutes, okay? So, to start off with, we're going to go into our shoulders and our thoracic spine as well. So we're going to go into a T-spine rotation. So, taking ourselves onto all fours. Now I'm going to start with my left arm behind the back, like this, keeping the right arm nice and straight on the floor, stacked, okay, underneath the shoulder. From there, rolling forward, okay, then opening out the chest, allowing the head to move in line with the body, 10 times. Good. Once you've done 10, switch arms, same position. Again, imagine you're when you're rolling the shoulder forward, imagine you're separating the shoulder blades, and when you're coming back and opening the chest out, squeeze the shoulder blades back together. Good. Next, so now we're going to go for, we're going to lay our chest down onto the floor into a shoulder rotation. So we're going to take our arms out in front, bring the chest up, and we're going to shift our weight to the left hand side, rolling the right shoulder into the floor, okay, and then changing to the other side. We're going to do this 10 on each side, so 20 times. Good. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to go through those 2 movements again. Just on that last movement, what we want to focus on is not only the rounding of the shoulder, but as we change sides, we want to try and pull that shoulder back down using the lat and opening the chest back out so we can bring the other side across. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So back into our T-spine rotations, onto all fours, okay, and rolling the shoulder forward, opening the chest out, separating the shoulder blades, retracting the shoulder blades. Again, once you've done 10 on one side, 10 onto the next side. Good, then once we've done that, we're going to revisit the shoulder rotations. Arms out in front, and again focusing on that rolling of the shoulder and then retract. 5 should feel a little bit easier now. Okay, so once you're done, shake it off. We're now going to work in towards the hips. So we're going to go into the what I call the plank groin stretch, which you may be familiar with now. Okay, so start in our sort of high plank position, taking our left foot up first, positioning the foot flat on the floor, hips down, and then again opening out the chest, and then switch sides. So go back to centre, change sides. So it's 5 on each side. Good. Okay, so next, we're now going to target the hip flexors, the groin and the adductors, the inner thigh. Typical areas that get tight when we sat down quite a lot. Okay, so what we're going to do first is you're going to take a lunge forward into this position here. Now, we want our knee, our hip and our shoulder to be in all one line here. So we don't want to be like this, we want to be nice and upright. Once you've got this position, squeeze the glute muscle nice and tight. So we want to keep the glute squeezed throughout the entire movement. And what you're going to do here is you're going to rock forward. You're going to feel this potentially on the front by the hip flexor and then rock back. And we're going to do this 5 times. On the 5th one, you're going to hold in that forward position. 3, 4, 5. On the 5th one, just hold. And now we're going to take our opposite arm up and then lean across and count to 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And down, relax. So I'm going to come back to centre now so you can see what I'm going to do next. So you're now going to take that front leg at 45 degrees. Again, you may be familiar with this one. So same range of movement as in the rocks. Okay, we're going to squeeze the glutes nice and tight first. Arms down, rock forward and back. 1, 2, make sure that knee is in line with toes. 3, 4 and 5. Good. Once we've done 5 here, if you need to, again, you might want to get a support for your knee if it's hurting your knee. Come back up into a 90-degree angle this time. So our hips want to be facing forward, squeezing the glutes, but our knee out at 90 degrees. Now this front knee here might want to come forward, so we just need to push it out. You might feel a stretch on the inner thigh here, but squeeze the glutes, and again, 5 rocks here. 5, good. And then sit onto your feet, rest, shake it off, back into the other side. So I'm going to come step forward towards the camera this time, and so you can see what I do with the arm on this time around. So from there, squeeze the glute. Okay, make sure there's tension through the glutes. Lean forward. 1, And then again, 2, 3, 4. On the last one, we're going to hold. Last one, 5. Okay, now that the opposite arm, we rise up and then lean over. Again, you might feel that again on the front of the leg there, of the hip. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to center and down. Okay, from there, at 45 degrees, arms in front, squeeze the glutes, rock forward and back 5 times. Good. And then that's out at 90. Once you've done that, again, making sure you're squeezing the glutes, pushing that knee out. You'll feel the stretch here. Arms down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Stand up. And what we're going to do now is go straight into 3 perfect air squats, or as perfect as you can make them. So, finding our squat position just outside the hips, angling our feet outwards. Okay, from there we're just going to initiate the movement with the hips, so push the hips back first, so hinge back, arms out, sit down, knees out, drive back up. So 2 more. And rest, shake it off. 1 more round, so we're going to go straight back in to our plank groin stretch with the upper body rotation. Okay, so into your plank position. Good. Alternating the legs. Good. Once we've done our 10, we're now going to go back into our rock. So this time, you're going to take your foot a little bit further away from you, okay? Just ever so slightly, so it's not quite a right angle. Again, tilt the pelvis, squeeze the glutes, lean forward. 1, and on the 5th one we hold. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and hold. Raise the opposite arm up. So other arm, yeah, and hold. 8, 9, 10, back to center and down. Again, front leg out at 90. Again, take your foot a little bit further away from you. Squeezing the glutes, tilting the pelvis, arms out in front. Leaning forward. 3, 4, 5. Good. Once you've done that, then go to 90 degrees again, squeezing the hips forward, pushing the knee back. 1, 2, 3. Good. And then onto our last leg. Tilt the pelvis, squeeze the glutes, lean forward 5 times. On the 5th one, hold, up and over. Back to center, out at 45, same again, further away, squeeze, rock, Good. Last time, so get 90 degrees, take the foot a little bit further away, belly tight, everything tight, and let's go. Good. Excellent. Your hips should be nice and mobile now, ready to start the day, or squats, okay? So we're going to go into our squats, 3 repetitions, again as perfect as you can make them. Angle your feet outwards, initiating the movement with the hips. Let's go. Good. So that's the end of our mobility.